When I was a small little girl, I had two wishes. I wanted to dance in red, blue, and green. Dance in high heels to old music. And I wanted to help people, so I asked God, if I were ever to be sent something, to please send me something where I could help a lot of people. I asked that as a child, not thinking about anything else. This was 1989. My three children, they were 3 years old, 7 and 9. We were living between Nicaragua and Miami because of the revolution. I like to dance, and I was telling Carlos, I want to go to Nicaragua, I want to go to Nicaragua, I want to go to Nicaragua to dance. We had a dance that was planned by the Spanish embassy at a place, Lobo Jack, a discotheque, to dance for the children. So I wanted to come. I did my dress. I was going to dance bamboleo, like a Spanish mother and son. We came to Nicaragua and I danced. And I went out of the stage. I was like another person. When I finished dancing, I went inside and the people told me inside, Vivian, you dance very pretty. And I told them, it is like if I haven't danced. I felt a sadness, a great sadness. I feel something strange, like a force. I cannot explain. I am telling you what I felt. When we arrived to the airport, my husband says, what a beautiful day to travel. This was SASA Airlines. It was a Honduras airline. And at that time, very few airlines traveled to Nicaragua. First stop in Honduras, and then we were going to change plane. My mother lived at that time in Honduras. She went to the airport to take some earrings and to give it to me when I crossed from one plane to another. The flight was around half an hour. Everything was perfect. The only thing were clouds, like 40 kilometers before arriving. The plane suddenly begins to jump like a fly. It seems like it, going up, going down from one side to the other side. It seems like the airplane was a feather. At that time, in my mind crossed, we're going to die. At that moment, then we crashed. Carlos says that he saw a ball of fire coming over us. And he covered his head. I don't remember that. Then Carlos says that he went out over the people and he shouted my name. He looked down and he recognized me by the blouse. He said that I was unconscious. What I heard was, Vivian. And at that time, it's like if I was super unconscious or almost dead, and I tried to leave, but it was so hard because my body didn't respond. I make a strong effort. When you read those little comics for children, you have a tree, and the tree begins to get life from the roots towards his head. Then life came to me like that. When I opened my eyes, I saw Carlos rubbing his head and burning. The fire came out of his arms. And he said, Vivian, stand up and follow me. And I saw a window of light. Somebody closed my eyes. I went through a tunnel. And when I realized I was outside of the plane, I saw a rainbow. And then I remembered my children, and I began to run. The airplane explosion was the worst. And it threw me in the air. I fall over a big stone, and then I stand up and I continue running. When we arrived down, there was a truck, very old, and 2 or 3 people horrified. My husband says to the driver, could you take us to the hospital? My husband always has a bright mind, always, even in the accident. He gave my father's phone in Honduras. The driver called my mother. Your son and daughter has crashed in an airplane in Cerro Ule. So they ran to the hospital. My mother arrived and they were like 20 doctors over me. They told her, you cannot enter. I always remember that. What is a mother? She said, it's my daughter. And she pushed all the doctors. And she came to my side and she said, my little girl, what happened to you? At that time, I went unconscious. It seems like I knew I had my mother beside me. My face broke in 62 parts. They took me to the Victoria Hospital, and then appeared Dr. Anthony Wolf, and he came and see me, and he said, I'm going to do the surgery through the mouth. He do bones from the scalp to reconstruct my cheeks with platinum. He reconstruct all my eyes. He put together my jaws because my jaw broke from here to here. I had 28 surgeries in perhaps 14 years, 15 years. I was discovering a world that I never knew it exists, you know. It was like a cannibal world. When you see all your body saw with pieces of skin and thousands of stitches. They hang me with something that crossed my hand because I cannot move it. Before the accident, I have never thought about a burn. It was a world that doesn't exist in my mind. It appears suddenly. They told me how to walk, how to eat, right. I lost all that. I did one step, and then 2 steps, 3 steps. It took days. When I did like 7 steps, they sent me home. And I told the doctor, how can you send me home if I'm so bad? But he said, you have to continue your life, and you have to go forward. When we were in the ambulance plane, my father saw me that I moved my mouth and I was all destroyed. And he put his ear close to me and he heard that I was saying, I am going to do a burn unit for children. I didn't realize it. My father told me, we do a show every year. I conceive this as the way to fundraise with the dancing gala show. So since 25 years ago, we have been doing this gala. And that's why I made a dance studio. We invite the people once a year to offer them happiness, and they help us to sustain this association. We do it in Nicaragua at the National Theater. It was a constant fight to build this center of hope. Our mission is to help children suffering from burns and congenital malformations. 65 members of the multidisciplinary team of doctors, nurses, therapists attend over 1,000 health services a month and 800 children a year. We provide them with intensive care, surgeries, and rehabilitation, among other specialties. In 25 years, APROCHEM has delivered more than 521,000 medical services, free of charge to our children. Helping burn people is so important because it is an unknown world. Burns are not attractive. People who have been burned, they are kept behind closed doors, hidden in rooms. We don't see burn survivors, but they are there.
Aprohem, turning tears into smiles.